Hello to my YouTube family and welcome to another session of Think About It. So I hope as we enter into this new month of March that you're marching forward and the new season of spring coming up, springing forward. Anyway, I just want to drop this quick word or food for thought with you in terms of being unshakable and unbreakable. So the other day here in the DMV area, we had some high winds. Of course, the winds were not like winds of a hurricane or winds of a tornado. But the fact is, there were still high winds that some trees, branches were knocked down, power lines were knocked down. So as I began to look out the window and watch the wind and watch the trees, I noticed this one tree. It was a fairly small tree. And as the wind was blowing, it was bending back and forth, but it never broke. It was never rooted up from where it was planted. And it began to come into my spirit. I heard the Lord say, that's how my people need to be, rooted and grounded. Yes, things are going to come to shake you. Storms are going to come to cause you to bend and wave back and forth. But despite the storms that come, despite the things that happen, you should not be you should be unshakable. You should be unbreakable, because if you're rooted and grounded in Jesus Christ, you're rooted and grounded in the word of the Lord, you're rooted and grounded in knowing who you are. Storms are going to come in our lives. Understand that you're not free from storms, but the key is when the storms come and they try to bend you, you can always bounce right back because of who you are and whose you are and what you're rooted and grounded in. And also knowing this going forward, as you begin to progress forward, as the favor of God is on your life, which is another word the Lord gave me that I'm going to share later in the week. But as you move forward in what God has caused you to do, as people see you progressing, those that felt like you would never move ahead, you would never be able to go forth, these people that you've shared your dreams with, and they're like, oh yeah, whatever, you're not going anywhere. But as God begins to answer your dreams, as he begins to propel you forward, as he begins to move you forward, the enemy is not going to like that. So the enemy is going to use every tactic and every scheme that he can use to cause you to break, to cause you to be shaken off of the ground that you know you're standing firm on. So the food for thought now is, are you unbreakable? Are you unshakable? Are you rooted and planted firm like that tree that despite the winds, the trials that come, the storms that come, you may bend, but you're not going to break. You may bend, but you're not going to be rooted up. And also what made me think about this, be a little transparent, as the Lord gave me a blessing. I think I shared it maybe a couple of weeks ago. I didn't say what it was, but I said how the Lord gave me a supernatural blessing, a blessing that was unexpected. Once that blessing hit, guess who else hit? Guess what else hit? The enemy. The enemy came for me to try to shake me, to break me from that place I was rooted from, to try to bring up something, to bring up behaviors, to bring up emotions, to bring up feelings that have been long gone and I've been delivered from. But you have to understand, he attempted to shake me. He attempted to break me, but he did not succeed. He did not succeed. Why? Because I know who I am. I'm covered in the blood of Jesus. And I know that these things are going to happen. But long as we stand firm on who we are, rooted and grounded, we don't have to worry about the enemy coming to shake us or to break us. Remember, it's going to make every attempt, because that's what he's supposed to do, especially as you progress forward. But despite the attempts that he makes, number one, know that you're rooted and grounded and he can't move you from that place. Know that you're covered in the blood of Jesus, so he can't penetrate that place. Okay? So food for thought. Are you unshakable? Are you unbreakable? Are you rooted and planted like the tree that despite the winds that come, All they could do was bend, but they never broke and was never uprooted. Okay, God bless. Join me next time for another session of Think About.